What's up, everybody? This is Lex Luthor here from Denied Reality, bringing you a video. It just seems kind of sketchy, this video. It's from ABC News in DuPont, or near DuPont, Pierce County, Washington. It's about this train situation, the train that derailed. Let's see what it says. Let's go on.
Tells me, ironically, today they were doing training for a mass casualty incident, and that he was here along with many other agencies planning their day when this situation and this news developed. So.
Are you serious? Did she just say that? It was ironic that they were here planning for a mass casualty event? Let's continue.
Stories, these amazing stories of survival and witnesses who went through this train derailment as those cars were derailing off the tracks, some of them falling onto Interstate 5 or into the woods off to the side that you see right there. 13 cars jumped the tracks on this 14-car train. 2 of them were engines. We're once again hearing all these different stories from witnesses, amazing stories of survival, people trying to help complete strangers, people that were on Interstate 5 at the time of the derailment in the northbound and southbound lanes, witnessing this train going off the tracks, getting out of their cars, running to that accident scene to try to help as many people as possible. Those first responders getting out there as fast as they could. The good news, the DuPont mayor saying that their city hall was going through a first responding mass casualty training situation when this happened. So they were ready to go once they got the call.
All right, we know that Amtrak is a popular way to travel, as our train. So just in case you had plans to travel on Amtrak, we're hearing from them, like, what do passengers with reservations need to know?
So many friends and family wondering about their loved ones. Well, we are here at DuPont City Hall, and I can tell you that on those buses there are a lot of the survivors from the train derailment that are getting ready to head home. One of those people that I talked to was Anthony Remedi. He is from Gig Harbor. He bought a round-trip inaugural ticket. He was excited about the inaugural journey on that train. He's a train buff. He was sitting in business class number 1 when he said that all of a sudden things went black, the train veered to the right and left, and then he heard glass breaking. He says that a passenger had to use his elbow to break out a window, and they helped each other climb out of the window of the train. So many stories of courage and bravery today. Another man I talked to, Scott Claggett from Seattle, says that he has a sore back and is very sore in general, but he is just glad that he could help all the other passengers around him get out safely. He said again, he never knew what was happening. Things went black and just violently veered back and forth. Everything was then just quiet after all the glass breaking. I want to tell you that I talked to the mayor here. This is the mayor of DuPont. He tells us that not only are there lots of volunteers here trying to make sure that the train passengers are safe and secure, also the chaplain is here asking and offering all sorts of help for everybody who needs it. The mayor tells me, ironically, today they were doing training for a mass casualty incident, and that he was here along with many other agencies planning their day when this situation and this news developed. So
they were there planning for a mass casualty event to happen, almost like they knew.
They were here, they were prepared for mass incidents like this, and as you can imagine, what a day for everyone around here. Back to you.
Wow. They were
just
working on training. Just right there, the timing is crazy. Okay, we're also some pictures from Air 4 that...
Accompanied by NTSB staff with expertise in the following areas: operations, mechanical, track, signals, human performance, and survival factors. Also accompanying the team are members of the NTSB's Office of Transportation Disaster Assistance, or TDA, and the Office of Media Relations. This accident meets the criteria of the Rail Passenger Disaster Family Assistance Act. Our TDA specialists are already working closely with officials at the scene locally, as well as with Amtrak, to assist them in their efforts to support all of those who have been affected by this accident. Several of our investigators on the West Coast will be arriving on scene this afternoon. The rest of our GO team expects to arrive at the scene late tonight. For the latest information on media briefings, I encourage you to follow us on Twitter at NTSB_newsroom, and our website is ntsb.gov. Again, we are just launching our GO team, and we will have more information after we arrive on scene and start the investigation. We'll be holding a number of media briefings at the scene over the next few days in Washington State. Now, I'd be happy to take a few questions, and if you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand and I will recognize you, and then please identify yourself and your media outlet. Thank you. Yes.
That's crazy. So they had a mass casualty meeting planning for what they would do, how they would respond in such an event. Why did my phone just turn off?